Sorry guys, wrong photo. Give me a minute.
Yo, he still ain't smiling yet.
No, he's not. Why aren't you smiling, bro?
Bro, your job is safe, you jagoff. Smile.
Wrong photo. There we go.
That's better.
There we go.
That's better.
That's what we're here for. We're here for the Steelers versus Rams, man. Steelers versus Rams week 7. The Steelers are off a bye, ladies and gentlemen. How was you guys' bye week? Did you guys enjoy it? I know I did.
Oh, it was relaxing. Holy crap, did we need it.
It was very relaxing knowing I didn't have to watch that guy in the skybox for 60 minutes.
But, we're back to reality. We're dragged back down to reality. Now we got, 13 straight games we got to endure?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very long second half of the season for our Pittsburgh Steelers because we have 13 straight games. 13 more weeks of this. 13 more weeks of what we saw in the first half of the season because, make no mistake about it, cover it with whatever you want to cover it with. Paint it. Do whatever you want, right? Nothing's going to change. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. What did the Steelers do during the bye week? Absolutely nothing.
You know what? But maybe they did. Maybe they did because...
What are you talking about?
Mike Tomlin did say, we did our I can't even say it with a straight face. We did our due diligence with the offense. No,
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Not even with the defense, bro.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You did jack shit, Tomlin. You did nothing.
They did They didn't even do anything to the depth chart. No changes to the depth chart whatsoever.
No, Gunner's still here. Gunner still got a job. He still got a roster spot.
Gunner still got a job. Apparently, Dan Moore is still seeing first-team reps at left tackle, even though Broderick Jones was stellar versus the Ravens.
Yeah, in that one game, he looked more impressive than Dan Moore ever did in 2 freaking years. But no, Dan Moore is still going to be starting and getting first-team reps because he's a veteran. He's a veteran.
Yeah, he has that veteran presence, according to Mike Tomlin, like he said in his press conference earlier this week.
Just like Wallace has that veteran presence, just like Pat Pete has that veteran presence. But JPJ, who's a rookie, Terrell Austin, according to him, he's not ready yet. He's not ready to be starting. He's not ready to be in the lineup. Got to go with the veteran presence, right?
So that goes to show you that even with the bye and after the bye, nothing has changed. Nothing will change.
0.
So there is no reason for us to expect any great improvement from any aspect of this team going forward until the necessary changes are made. And they have done none of that.
And remember, guys, we have 13 games straight. And they did nothing to prepare for that, for the long haul, for the long road ahead of us. So we are stuck with mediocrity, with the same crap from the first 5 weeks.
We are stuck with the same cast of characters that have failed this team for the first 5 weeks of the season. And in many cases, the last 5-6 years. And even more than that. Unfortunately. So nothing drastic or nothing even close was changed during the bye week. So heading into this Rams game, it's the exact same team that you last saw versus the Ravens.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're coming off a win versus the Ravens. They're coming off a much-needed bye for everybody. But now they're going to Los Angeles, the West Coast, at 4 o'clock. 4:05 to be exact.
Yep.
Which those two factors alone will never... It doesn't bode well for Mike Tomlin. It does not. And we're facing a Rams team that a lot of people wrote off earlier this season. Way before the season even started. Oh, Matt Stafford's old. His arm is shot. In reality, he was just hurt last year. He can still sling it.
Yeah.
And he has 2 incredible targets to throw the ball to. And we all know how this Steelers secondary has played the first 5 weeks of the season. Almost every single game, they have allowed at least 100 yards to a receiver. Almost every single game.
Yep.
And they're remaining with that same cast of characters.
Yeah.
No JPJ. And now, apparently, no Desmond King. Because today, it was reported last night, he was either going to be traded or cut. They couldn't find a trade partner, so Desmond King was cut today. We ask why. You didn't even give this guy a chance.
Not one opportunity.
Do you know how many reps, do you know how many snaps he had for the defense in total this year? 1.
Uno.
1. So you brought this guy in after the preseason because of his position versatility, which...
At least that's what we thought.
That's what we thought.
That's what we thought.
We didn't have that. We might have that in Peterson, but even still...
Even then, we're not utilizing that.
No.
Even then, because we're not starting JPJ. We're not playing JPJ. We're not moving him to the slot like he should be with his old ass.
Exactly. Now, they could. They could. That might be the only benefit of the doubt when it comes to cutting Desmond King. They could do that, which could give JPJ more reps outside. Will we see that? I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Truly.
As the weeks go on, JPJ should see more time and eventually a start and more starts. Will that happen? I don't know. According to Austin, it's not going to happen yet. But otherwise, I don't understand the cutting of Desmond King. Like we said, he wasn't even given a chance. He had position versatility. Our slot corners suck. Chandon Sullivan sucks.
Yeah, the slot corner position continues to be a big hole the Steelers continue to try to fill. They continue to try to fix that position. Maybe you wouldn't have to deal with it if you just chose Mike Hilton to resign and not Zach Banner.
Exactly.
Or even then.
Speaking of Mike Hilton, who remembers the last time we faced the Los Angeles Rams, man?
Yeah.
These two teams were very different. We still had Ben. Actually, Ben wasn't even playing that game.
No. That was Mason starting.
Yeah, regardless, we had Ben on the
that
team.
defense though was different.
That was the game that confirmed the rise of this defense for me.
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't know, which you guys should, the offense hasn't changed one fucking bit since that game, and that was in 2019. What is the difference between that game and this game when it comes to our offense? Nothing. The only difference is a quarterback change. That's it. Nothing has changed from that game to this game. That was 4 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
In that game, we actually shut down Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
0 catches. That's what a slot corner is going to do to you. And now you're going to remain with the same sloppy slot corner in Chandon Sullivan against Cooper fucking Kupp.
Yep. Instead of
You're going to stick with Levi Wallace against Puka Nacua, who has 600 yards already this season.
For a 5th-round rookie.
So you're going up against, right now, one of the hottest wide receiver duos, one of the more threatening passing duos right now, against a secondary that has been terrible against wide receivers in the passing game all season. And you're not doing anything to change that? You're sticking with the same cast of characters that failed your secondary the first 5 weeks.
They're going to continue to stick with the same cast of characters in the secondary instead of giving a guy like Desmond King at least the opportunity.
You would think going up against Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, you would want to see JPJ get his first start. You would want to see an opportunity for Desmond King. Or even, for fuck's sake, an Elijah Riley, who's still on the roster. Something. You gotta mix it up. You gotta find something to fix the secondary because the same 3 guys you've been starting have done nothing for you. It's been bad.
Yeah.
Chandon Sullivan almost allowed a touchdown to Nelson Aguilar. He dropped it. Levi Wallace almost allowed a touchdown to Rashad Bateman. He dropped it. And now you're going to trust them against Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell. With Matt Stafford throwing the football.
Yeah.
With Sean McVay at head coach. This is not good. This is not good.
No, but according to Mike Tomlin, though, because he was asked about, Steelers' struggles against wide receivers and wide receivers having big games against our secondary and our defense, he said, I'm not concerned about obscure stats like that at this juncture. Keep watching seriously. I'm really not. Our objective is to win.
So he doesn't care how we win. Nor does he care that his starting cornerbacks are shit in the bed. He doesn't care.
Burnt toast. They are burnt toast at this point. I can't tell the difference if it's Levi Wallace out there or Artie Burns. You tell me. What's the difference?
He finds no issue with what we have right now.
No.
Now, for those that don't know, we cut Desmond King, and in replacement, we signed Darius Rush off of the Chiefs practice squad, who was a fifth rounder this year's past draft, I believe.
Yeah, so he's a rookie cornerback. So they cut a quality veteran that they never even gave the opportunity to, not one bit, for a rookie cornerback that, in my opinion, at least right off the gate, I see him as a healthy scratch, a healthy inactive, and every game inactive.
Because here's the problem. He's a rookie. You think we're going to play him when we don't even play our rookies that have been under the system for 6 months?
But we won't give this veteran and Desmond King a opportunity, but we're going to continue to stick with Dan Moore, Levi Wallace, and Patrick Peterson, who are established veterans.
Because of veteran presence.
But let's get rid of King, who's a quality veteran guy that you only brought him in as insurance for Gunnar Olszewski, and that man still got a fucking roster spot.
Now, he could get cut when we activate Anthony McFarland.
No, I don't. No,
he might.
No, he might, but it should not wait till that point.
No, you're right.
Why are we waiting to cut this guy when Jonathan McFarland come back when he should not be here, period?
Yeah, I agree. If you wanted to bring in Darius Rush, which we like that. He's very, very good. He's raw, but he was very good coming out of South Carolina.
No, he's got upside. He's got upside.
He's got a lot of upside. I really like that addition. But I don't see us playing him, and I don't know why we couldn't have kept King and Rush.
Yeah, you could have kept both and gotten rid of Gunnar or Shannon Sullivan. Could have done that.
And who knows? Is Desmond King washed? How do we know? We never gave him the shot. We never gave him the chance.
Yeah, so how are we supposed to tell? They never gave him the opportunity. That's why we're pissed. Now, could he be washed? Could the Steelers have seen him in practice and thought he was really bad, and that's why they made the move? Probably.
But I retort that with, they see Levi Wallace every fucking week and continue to play him. So,
yeah.
Nothing adds up.
Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense at this point.
Nothing adds up.
Could he have been the difference maker? We don't know because the Steelers didn't give him that chance.
All I wanted was some fresh faces because the secondary needed it. And honestly, it can't be as bad as what it's been, right?
It cannot. It
I
cannot be.
I hope not.
It cannot be.
I really, really hope not. But, this secondary is remaining the same as it did the first 5 weeks, and we're facing, like you said, Cooper Kupp, and Puka Nacua, and Matthew Stafford, and Tutu Atwell. Don't forget Tyler Higbee, their tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, they got targets. Matthew Stafford can still sling it.
And I don't know who their running back's going to be. Kyron Williams is hurt. Their backup, I heard, is hurt as well. They've been having tryouts for other running backs.
Yeah.
I know one of them was Myles Gaskin. But,
they signed him. They got Royce Freeman, and they signed Darrell Henderson. He came back to their practice squad.
Okay.
So they're loading the running back room with some established names. So I don't know exactly who's going to be. It could be the rookie running back, Zach Evans, for all I know.
It could be Zach Evans. I don't know.
Could be.
Regardless, I mean, we don't want to underestimate that rushing attack.
No.
The Rams have always been good at running the football. And, our rushing defense is still hit or miss. More so miss than hit.
Oh, it's very bad. It's actually worse than our secondary. Actually,
our defense in
general is bad.
Is very bad.
We are the 30th ranked defense in the NFL. You take the sacks and the turnovers and the defensive touchdowns away.
Defense, yeah, exactly. You take away T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith. This
defense. I mean, it's ass in general. But you take them away. By God, forget about it.
Yeah, you take them away. This defense is dog shit.
Forget about it.
And I'm not talking the big clumps from St. Bernards and German Shepherds and Pit Bulls. No, I'm talking the ankle biters, the Yorkies, the Jack Russells, the Chihuahuas, them, the little shits. Because we are the ankle biters of the NFL. When teams hear our bark, they tell us to shut the fuck up. We don't do no damage. We're not threatening.
We are all bark, no bite.
We're the ankle biters of the NFL, bro.
Now we're going up against a team that at this point is looking like a pit bull. And they're about to tear us a new asshole.
Speaking of pit bulls, how about Aaron Donald? I am scared of this guy.
Yeah, Aaron Donald going up against Mason Cole. And Cole has not been good this year.
Now, I did just recently read on Twitter. Or X. Whatever the hell you call it.
Twitter.
By the way, follow us on Twitter at SteelTwins, please. Why? Because I said please. Najee Harris admitted that during the bye, him and Mason Cole set up an extra day to look at film to see what they can change and what their mistakes were in the first half of the season.
All right.
And they took that to coaching. And hopefully we do see some of those changes. And that might even help out Cole as he is going to have easily the toughest test in the NFL right now in Aaron Donald interiorly. They're definitely going to have to work some double team against Aaron Donald. But even then, how many teams have done that? And how successful has it been?
Yeah.
So we could get James Daniels back. Beside Mason Cole, we could have Cole and Daniels or Cole and Sayamalu try to team them up. Maybe we keep some pass pro with Najee and Warren in that area. It's not going to be easy to limit this guy.
No.
This guy is a future first ballot Hall of Famer. Arguably, still the best defensive player in the league. Arguably.
But even then, he's not the only guy to
You're right.
keep an eye out
Because
for.
if we are starting Dan Moore, if he is going to start, which we don't know, Broderick Jones doesn't even know.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. I'm glad that you brought that up because I have it right here. Today, Broderick said that nobody knows yet on who will be the starting left tackle for the Rams game. It is Wednesday night.
We don't know. And they don't even know.
They got 4 days to figure out exactly who is going to be starting at left tackle. And the only way, if Dan Moore's healthy, he's going to be starting. And that's the only way that Broderick is going to be able to start is if Dan Moore's hurt.
Exactly.
That's it.
And that's a shame. That's the reason he played not last week, 2 weeks ago versus the Ravens, is because Dan Moore was hurt. That's it. It's not a matter of better play or play increase or who's the better tackle, which is Broderick Jones. It's a matter of if Dan Moore is healthy or not, which makes no sense. You literally traded up for this guy.
Yeah. They traded up in the first round to get this guy.
And they refused to play him and JPJ on both sides of the ball. And now whoever's going to be starting at left tackle, which I'm going to assume is Dan Moore, they're going to have to go up against Byron Young.
Yeah, third-round rookie who's making a quick impact for the Rams defense and pass rush.
What does he have, 3 sacks on the year?
Already.
He's explosive.
Coming out of
Fast.
Tennessee, he's a speed rusher. He's very elusive, strong, quick, explosive. Dan Moore ain't good against speed rushers. We all know that.
No, he's not good against athletic rushers. That's his problem. That's his problem.
And I don't get why they can't look at the tape and see that Broderick was much more better at left tackle. Against the Ravens game, that left side was hardly ever a worry.
Kenny has never been more safe in his life. I swear to God. I don't understand. I don't know. Do they want to just not admit their failure in Dan Moore? But they kind of already did that by drafting Broderick Jones. I'm so confused. The Rams are not afraid to play their rookies. Puka Nacua, 600 yards. Byron Young, 3 sacks.
Kobe Turner, he's their starting nose tackle. He's pretty good. They got even Steve Avila, their left guard, their rookie left guard, their first pick.
Why are all these teams?
They got 4 rookies.
Why are all these teams playing their rookies, but we're not?
Yeah, the Rams are starting their rookies. The Lions are starting their rookies. The Texans are starting their rookies. The Eagles are starting their rookies.
And look at the impact that these guys are making. We know the impact our rookies can make, but the Steelers are so in their way that they don't want to play the guys that they drafted. Literally, guys are going to be your future, right?
That's why you have them here. Why don't you get them out on the field and have them prove and showcase why exactly they are fucking Pittsburgh Steelers?
So I don't understand that factor. But we're going to have a tough task. Our offensive line is going to have a tough task against what the fuck's his name? Aaron Donald and Byron Young.
Yeah.
As well as their entire defensive line. Kobe Turner, Ernest Jones, their linebacker. They don't have a lot of crazy names outside of that. In fact, I couldn't tell you who their number 1 corner is going to be. I know Darian Kendrick was just arrested, right? For a concealed weapon, I believe. I could be wrong on that.
He got arrested this past week, so if he doesn't play, or regardless, they still have Ahkello Witherspoon, former Steeler. We all know how he was.
You know, I'm glad you brought him up.
Witherspoon,
I'm glad you brought him up.
And he's actually been looking pretty solid this year with the Rams. He got 2 picks. He's actually pretty locked down, so to speak.
And you know who else has been looking solid for the Rams that was a former Steeler? Kevin Dotson. At right guard.
Yeah. His most natural spot.
The position he played in his rookie year when he had to step in for DeCastro, who was hurt, and did well and had a promising rookie year, and then do nothing after that because they put him at left guard, which is out of position.
I never understood that. That's
been a constant error for the Steelers' offensive line ever since Munchak left. It's been the scheming and the fact that they don't put players in the positions that they play best in.
No.
It makes no sense. It's actually frustrating. It's so simple.
And then you see these players.
Exactly.
You see these players just leave the Steelers, whether it's offense or defense, and then they're just better off for their careers.
And it's a continued exposure of our coaching staff. All these Witherspoon, Kevin Dotson,
Kendrick Green.
He still sucks, but they're using him right in space, right? Steven Nelson got a pick on us. How many more players am I missing that they've left the Steelers and have done better because of coaching? Because they're put in right positions. You know, that wasn't a thing 5-10 years ago.
No, it was always a thing when Steelers left, or when former Steelers left the Steelers and went to other teams. They were not able to find the same amount of success as when they wore the black and gold.
And now it seems like whoever leaves us, they find greater success. Because our coaching sucks. Our scheming sucks. And that is what's most fearful for me in this game. It's not the fact that they haven't changed anything during the bye and after the bye, and I doubt they're going to do anything further than that.
Yeah.
Is the continued exposure of our coaching staff.
I mean, all you got to do is remember and look back at the 49ers game and the Texans game. And both coaching staffs were part of Kyle Shanahan's coaching tree. All 49ers-esque.
Yeah.
And Sean McVay has his own coaching tree. He's got his own scheme and everything like that. It's very fucking successful.
Yeah, that's why we kept pounding the table for, who was it, Thomas Brown?
Thomas
who was
Brown.
His tight end coach, assistant head coach, I believe, for the Rams. He's now the Panthers OC. Someone from McVay's coaching tree. Look at Zach Taylor, the Bengals head coach. They were in the Super Bowl together.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. Now, the Rams aren't the same superpower that they were a few years ago when they won the Super Bowl, when they literally risked everything to get a Super Bowl. And they did. It paid off. They're still kind of paying for it. They don't have much capital or draft capital and cap space, but they're still decently competitive. They're no pushover. They're going to be in the wild card picture, I believe, in my personal opinion. They don't have all these crazy names they used to have. They're not the superpower they once were, but they're still competitive. They're still a better coaching staff than us. They're still a better offense than us.
No, they're definitely in some sort of reloading process, and week by week you can see, if you watch the Rams game, it seems that they are, progressing even more and much better week by week.
Now the Rams are 3-3, so it's not crazy, but I do think this team's going to continue. Because first of all, the NFC is weak. The NFC is super weak. There's only like maybe 2, maybe 3 elite teams in that conference. Everyone else is going to be within the playoff hunt. I think the Rams are going to be a part of that.
Yeah.
They're that decent. They're really that decent. So, in this game, man, I am actually very fearful. I would say prepare yourselves, because say what you want about me, but I'm going to say it right here. I could be wrong. I obviously hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, what you're about to say, because you already told me, what you're about to say, you don't want to say.
I really hope I'm wrong when I say this.
You don't want to say, but it's what you truly feel.
I'm expecting a blowout. Oh, how can you say that? Because the Steelers have danced to the same song for 5 fucking years. Why should I expect anything? Why should I expect a new song? Why should I expect anything drastic to change?
Yeah. The Steelers just had their bye week, and now they're starting to make some moves. Now they're starting to make some roster spots.
But that's
during the week where they got to prepare for a Rams game, where they got to fly to the other side of the country for a 4:05 game. Why didn't you do this last week? What the hell did you do last week?
They sat on their hands. They did what we did. Just sat on their hands and didn't even worry about nothing. That's all they did.
And they don't know who's going to be starting at said position. It could be left tackle, it could be whatever. Nose tackle, whatever. They don't know. They're so unorganized.
Another reason I said what I just said is because the coaching staffs. This could be another exposure of our coaching staff versus what is more of a more modern coaching area in today's NFL is what Sean McVay and his staff is leading.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was kind of one of the first group of guys that kind of set that change in the NFL with the younger set and the offensive heavy mindset in the coaching and in the offense, and having his hand in the offensive game plan and seeing how hot they were, even when they had Goff at quarterback, when they still had Gurley, right? And they're still producing very well.
That's just the type of coach that he is. That's the type of mentality that he carries.
Yeah.
He craves success. He wants success. He wants to get better. Even when he loses said players, it's not hard for him to find replacements and have them be big names. Hence, Puka Nacua, a 5th-round rookie wide receiver who's top 5 in receiving yardage.
Exactly.
Who would have thought that?
Yeah, they lost Robert Woods. They lost Odell. They
traded Van Jefferson.
Yeah, and they're fine with that because they have Kupp, Nacua, and Atwell. And Atwell is just a speedster, dude. He's like the Rams' Calvin Austin.
Yeah.
Like they're all one and the same. They're explosive. They bring a dynamic to that offense. But yeah, when I look at this game, I'm not liking our chances. I'm not liking our odds. I'm not liking any matchup whatsoever. Hopefully, TJ and Highsmith and Pickens continue to do what they did in the first 5 weeks and give us a fighting chance. But even then, man, if the Rams come out hot, if the defense continues to play they've been playing, and we're down a large deficit, there's no reason to believe. Matt Canada confirmed himself. We're not built to come back from large deficits.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and that's how the game starts, you already know where it's going to go. It's going to go in the same fashion as the 49ers and the Texans game.
I mean, nowadays it's not hard to tell where the Steelers stand when it comes to football games. If the defense has a good performance, we have a chance. But if the defense is not playing good, then forget about it.
Exactly.
That's the way it is now. It is easy to tell nowadays. If the defense can't stop shit, forget about it.
Exactly.
If the defense can't get a turnover, forget about it. Forget about it, because the offense ain't going to do nothing.
Nope.
Canada's not going to draw anything up. He's not going to do nothing.
And Tomlin and company's not going to do much or anything for that matter.
No, they won't even take play calling duties away from the guy.
In fact, I really do think that this is going to be another example, another showing of Tomlin getting out coached.
And how many times has that happened already?
Too often.
And it's going to continue to happen. It could very well be this matchup.
Because the Rams are almost similar to the Niners and the Texans and other coaching staffs around the league. And it's easy to tell the difference between those coaching staffs and ours. I always said, what's the difference between us and all the other teams in the NFL? The coaching staffs. And this year, out of every other year which has shown previous examples, is exposing that more and more and more. This might be another example, and I don't want it to.
No.
I don't. I really don't. I hope the Steelers go to the West Coast and have a fighting chance. Maybe they get another ugly victory, which I'll take. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to get the wins nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, it was ugly. It was an ugly performance, but we'll take the win. That's all we can do at this point.
But am I going into the game expecting that with this team? No. Because they've done nothing. They've changed nothing. There's no reason to expect any change. So this is what we can all expect for the remainder of the season.
Yep.
Which, again, 13 straight weeks, 13 straight games, including 2 Thursday nighters.
Yeah. Not looking good.
No, I do not enjoy this matchup. I am not looking forward to this game. I just don't see how we win this game, truthfully. I don't like either matchup that we're going up against.
No.
The only thing we can hope for is TJ Watt and Highsmith show up for the defense and make their own plays. Maybe, they get to Stafford.
That's the only way that we have a chance. Again, that's the only way we have a chance at a win. But even then, it's not even satisfying.
No.
It's not a satisfying win. It's not a win that you are cool with, that you're glad that we got.
It's not comfortable or convincing.
No.
It's just, it's the standard now, is what it is. Oh, our objective is just to win, which pretty much says, I don't care how we win, just win.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as long as we win, all is right in the world, right?
Their mentality is, a win is a win. That can only take you so far, dude. It can only take you so far as another non-losing season, or at best, getting blown out in the wild card. That can only take you so far.
A win is not always a win when you've been winning in the same fashion for the last how many years, and it has won you nothing. So no, a win is not. I used to think that. No longer. Mike Tomlin has made that an overrated saying. He has made that a very standard saying, I suppose.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. I think you guys understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yep.
But how you guys feeling in the chat? Shout out to all you guys in the chat watching us. You guys have the same John Doe, 3610 Rams. You have a mutual feeling. This franchise absolutely needs a rude awakening. I agree. And I'm starting to think like they're feeling the effects of that. Like Tomlin's getting a little pushy with the media.
Yeah, like if you watch his press conferences, you can kind of tell like Tomlin just kind of like comes off as frustrated, like he's sick and tired of the same questions about the same people. I'm watching and I'm just like, Tomlin, this is on you.
Yeah.
This is your doing. This is your fault. You don't like the same questions coming about. You don't like talking about the same shit.
Then change your ways, bro.
Do something.
Do something about it. Why do you think we keep chanting this fucking
And it's
phrase?
only going to continue to happen.
And again, man, best $50 we've ever spent. This isn't going nowhere.
This is only going to continue to happen.
I might get a bigger one.
Whether if it's in LA, whether if it's in Pittsburgh, whether if it's in London, whether if it's at another freaking wrestling event, another football game, a hockey game in DC.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to happen because fans are frustrated.
Dude, this might as well be a movement, man, because it's going worldwide.
Fans are frustrated.
Yeah.
And you can't blame them. And the Steelers are not doing anything about it. So what are fans going to do? They're going to continue to do the same shit because they're not satisfied and they're not happy.
Yeah. And we're not.
And this is their doing. And this is what they're going to be settling with. So they better prepare to freaking feel the flames. Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
It's time to face the music.
Absolutely. I agree, man. But they're obviously stuck in their own ways, and as long as they escape with victories, to them, all is right in the world when it's not.
Oh, win is a win, you know. We handled business. No, you didn't.
You sure have the ugliest form of business, Coach T. You really do. And I'll tell you what, I don't think you guys are going to be handling business. I think you're going to be saying the same thing you said after the Texans game, bro. That's my true feeling. That is my worst nightmare with this game, and I swear to God, I hope I'm wrong. But I'm sorry to say, I'm expecting a blowout.
But say another one happens.
Because I've seen this how many times?
Say another blowout. It could be this game. It could be the next game or the game after that, whatever. The next blowout that happens, because it's bound to happen since we got 13 straight games. The next time a blowout happens, Tomlin better be prepared for the questions about offense and play calling and making changes. Because it's already been confirmed that Steelers are not making changes, not doing nothing.
And there's no reason for us to think that because they don't do it during the season. If they would have done it already.
But because they're settling with what we have and have been doing, you better fucking believe that a blowout is bound to happen to the Steelers once again. And when that happens, Tomlin better prepare.
Right.
And if he gets frustrated, well, that's your fault. That's your fault, coach. You decide to settle with this.
He did. That's the thing with Coach T, man. It's unfortunate, but it's unfortunately to no surprise from us. But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Steelers Nation starts chanting "Fire Tomlin." I would not be surprised whatsoever. I honestly think it's only a matter of time.
I haven't seen as many "Fire Tomlin" signs as "Fire Canada," but they've been here and there on social media, so it's only a matter of time. It really is. I just go to show that we need a truly. We need a clean sweep, a fresh start. Because what we have is, and we say it several times, but it's the truth. This shit is stale. It is so stale. It's not even stale, actually. No, it's not even stale. It's moldy bread. It's moldy bread that you leave on the counter for fucking 5 months. That's what we're at.
Yeah, and that thing's it's just.
And Tomlin's just letting it sit there. He's like, just don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's out the way. It's out the way.
He'll get his morning coffee. He'll look at it. Maybe I'll get that later. Maybe. Probably not.
God, I could come up with so many different fucking analogies. I swear, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, man.
No. But, yeah, the fact that we have Matt Canada game planning for us again this week, we're not expecting anything from the offense. If there's anything we want from the offense, bro, it is it's to see progression from Kenny.
Yeah. That's probably
That's it. Because we got to talk about it. Deontay is coming back.
Yeah.
He has not been activated from IR, but he and Anthony McFarland practiced today, and they are full.
Yeah.
They were full participants. So the 21-day window is happening. But because they're full participants, and I would imagine they're going to remain that way throughout the week, they will be activated before the game. So we should see Anthony McFarland return kicks, and we see Deontay Johnson back, which could be a plus. And even Pat Frymuth should be back from injury, which I guess when you look at it, should be pluses.
It should be a plus. And the only way I always say, the only way for the Steelers to go is up. Right? You think that way, right? We're getting these players back. We're getting these. No, listen. We're getting these players back. You know, it's after the bye week. Maybe they change some stuff. You know, the only way is up for the Steelers, right? But every time I say that,
I don't know anymore.
Exactly. You just don't know. It's like, yeah, we got Deontay back. We're getting Pat back. You know, but will it work? I don't fucking know.
Honestly, I look at it and I think to myself, is there going to be much of a difference? Because don't get us wrong. They're very good weapons. I think they're great talents. I think Pat is underutilized.
Big time.
Big time. He's a very good receiving threat. So is Deontay. We all know his strengths. They're underutilized. This entire offense is underutilized. But when I think about it, does it make any lick of a difference for us as we prepare for this game and further weeks? To me, no. Because we still have Canada calling the shots. We still have Kenny at quarterback, and we don't know if he's going to grow or not. It's just a wait-and-see game.
Yeah.
And if he continues to come out and play like shit like he's been doing all season, then there's, less excitement for the offense or less excitement for those returns. So when I think about that, I'm like, is that going to make a difference? Probably not. Maybe the defenses can game plan against that, but regardless, the offense is still going to be the same thing we've seen. It's going to be predictable.
Yeah.
The run game is still going to be predictable. Najee and Warren is still going to be predictable under center.
Yeah, I don't expect their usage to change, although Warren should see more snaps.
And Najee should see more
versatility usage. Use his freaking receiving back ability because he's proven that several times.
That's going to help them both. That's actually going to help this offense become less predictable. That's going to help the run game be less predictable. Anytime Najee is in the backfield or anytime Najee is in for a play, the defense is like, he's getting the football. Stack 9 guys in the box, and guess what? It goes for maybe 2 yards. That's it.
Yeah.
When Warren comes in, it's a little less predictable because they use his versatility. He's a great change of pace guy. But even when he's under center, most times it's a similar result because it's a very predictable run game.
Yep.
And there's no reason to expect anything further than that. Same thing for the passing game. All we want for the offense this week is growth from Kenny because I'd like to see additional touchdowns. I'd like to see some red zone trips. I'd like to see us finish drives, right? Obviously, we're not going to get that. That wish, that hope is come and gone. That ship has sailed.
Mm-hmm.
They would have done that by now. They're continuing to make errors from last year. I suppose as the weeks go on, you would think they're going to continue to grow on that, but I'm not holding on to that, dude. I'm just saying that for the sake of saying it, really. I just want to see Kenny improve. That's all I want. I want him to be better in the pocket. I want him to be a little less scared. I want to see him stay in the pocket a little more. I want to see him make his reads, make his throws, make the proper adjustments he needs to make.
Yeah. Do what he's got to do. But I can't even confidently say that, man.
No, I can't either. It's more of just a wait and see game, honestly. It is, with Kenny specifically. But if he comes out and continues to do what he's been doing the first 5 weeks, then it's bad. Because then what did you guys do all bye week? It seemed like you guys tried to do nothing.
Yeah.
Even if you did, nothing went to succession.
Yep.
You would think after the bye, this team would try to improve on what they've failed at the first half. But they're continuing with the same cast of characters.
Yeah.
At corner and at left tackle and at other positions. OC and all that, right? But if the players don't improve, if Kenny doesn't improve, then it seems like they didn't really do anything. Or if what they did during the bye just didn't work, or it was just a waste. So we're hoping we see some growth in those areas specifically.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only string of hope we're hoping on to, and maybe we can come out with another ugly victory. But that's it. That is literally the only string that we're hanging on to when it comes to hope for this game. That's it.
No, because Kenny needs to perform better. He needs to show that upside. He needs to show that promise. That no doubt he has. It's just Kenny's got to work on his mistakes.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. I seen a comment from John Doe say, Warren can be our Christian McCaffrey. I see more of a Austin Eckler.
And the similarities are right there.
Yeah.
Undrafted, number 30, coincidentally.
Yeah. I do agree with Mr. Steelers fan. Warren fumbles plain and simple. He still has a fumbling problem.
Yeah.
And I think, like, if the roles were reversed, if Warren is running the football all the time, then it'd be a similar story because it's still predictable. Which is why we stress use both their versatility. It's going to help the backfield so much. It might be a small little change, but it's really going to...
But it's just a necessary thing to do for offenses nowadays.
Right.
No one really runs the rock anymore primarily. Because when it comes to running backs...
And dude, running backs need to have versatility. They need that receiving threat ability, which both our running backs have. Unfortunately, we're only using one of those guys in that category, in that facet, in that component, as Tomlin would say.
Yeah.
Kenny needs to improve. I absolutely agree. I really think Byron is going to be a special name in the league as a coordinator. Tom Brady praised him the year they won a Super Bowl. That wasn't for nothing. Talking about, obviously, Byron Leftwich.
Byron Leftwich, yeah. He's still out there. He issued, not issued, what's the word I'm looking for? He offered help.
Yeah, he offered his hand, and the Steelers just slapped it away.
They didn't even slap it away. They just ignored it. They haven't answered him, apparently.
Yeah.
They're just ignoring him, which is pretty fucked up.
A little bit. Now, chat, I'll search this up. Chat, you guys can help me out here. Because I'm thinking ahead here. When Canada's contract is up after this year, and I swear to God, if they give him an extension, I am breaking something. I don't know what's going to be. It's probably going to be something very expensive. But for the love of God, let's not talk about that. I don't want to will that into existence. When Canada's contract is up after this year, and then they got to go through their due diligence. They got to go through their coaching candidates, in-house, outside, minority. I wonder who they're going to get. And how many minority coaches do teams have to interview?
I think
3?
Minority, maybe. I think that is the case. Not 100% sure on that, though.
Well, I forget the number, but I would like to see... It says at least 2. At least two. I'd bring in 3. I would interview Byron Leftwich. I would interview Pep Hamilton. And maybe, if the Commanders want to allow it, a Bieniemy. If not him, then maybe someone from McVay or Shanahan's coaching tree.
Could do that. Either them or quality coordinators.
Yeah.
Definitely upgrades. But even then, it's like, they'll bring him in, but they won't consider them because I think they already have their next guy in line.
It better not be Sullivan or it better not be Glenn Thomas.
Yeah. It's either one of those two. My vote is still Mike Sullivan. I've stated it for about a year now, and I think that's still going to be the case. It's just the pattern that they've been doing.
Yeah.
And it's so stupid.
Would you rather have Kenny or Herbert? Herbert. What type of question is that?
Herbert.
Justin Herbert, easily. I think he still has clutch issues, but yeah, obviously he's leagues better than Kenny. Sign Kirk Cousins? That's a hard pass.
No. And he wouldn't be a long-term solution either.
No, he would not.
He's 35. He don't look it. He don't play like it, but he's 35.
No, he would
not. And Cousins...
Even if you wanted to bring him in as like the Rams, like a Matthew Stafford, right? If you wanted to do that, Kirk is not a Matthew Stafford.
No, when it comes to prime time, he doesn't play good. He shits the bed.
And he doesn't clutch it out.
No, he never has.
He hasn't had any greater success. He's never going to be a quarterback to push further than what he already has. It's like once he reaches a certain limit, he can't go further.
What he is, he's a good regular season quarterback. He always has been.
Yes.
But when it comes to primetime and clutch moments, forget about it.
Exactly.
Forget about it.
So if you wanted to bring someone in just to push a Super Bowl for Cam, for TJ, Kirk isn't your guy.
Kirk is not that.
Who that's going to be, I don't know. If the Steelers want to do that, I don't know. It depends how Kenny pans out. But even then, I'm starting to have doubts.
Well, if they really wanted to do that, A-Rod would be a Steeler.
No.
If they really wanted to do that.
Even then, A-Rod would make no. He'd make a difference for this team, but we wouldn't win a Super Bowl with him.
No, because even he in the postseason, he's not.
He's a choke artist.
He is. But A-Rod's A-Rod, so.
At least I'll say this: A-Rod would have more of a say in the offense than anyone else in the
Well,
organization.
he already does with the Jets.
I know.
He already does with the
I
Jets.
know. That
So-
would be the only benefit. That would be the only benefit. But that was years ago.
Yeah, that was all that talk and discussion and everything. I never believed it.
Peter
Never.
Brooks, who's your Steeler MVP so far this season? TJ Watt.
Yeah, that's not even a.
I'll give you 3: TJ, Alex Highsmith, and George Pickens.
I'll go.
I'd hate to think where this team would be without those guys.
I'll go. TJ, George Pickens, and Jalen Warren.
There you go.
I'll go them. I gotta go Warren in there.
I can't leave out Highsmith.
I understand that.
He's been very critical this year.
He has been. You're right.
Calling Canada a competent OC is like calling Deshaun Watson Dr. Ruth. TJ Black says, I'm starting to get to blaming Tomlin. It's crazy to think about a Super Bowl winning head coach to be found with garbage. Maybe him win a championship is making him accept him not trying. We all know why he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. He will be a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
He will never win a Super Bowl with his own squad. I don't care even if he leaves Pittsburgh and finds another team, which he will. Or he might just retire he might be like Bill Carr and just only coach for the Steelers, and that's it. That's it.
Might be the case.
Might be the case. But he'll never win another Super Bowl. I firmly believe that.
Not with his staff, not with the way he's
Not with his mediocrity.
No, not the way that he's handling business.
He's just so what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative. What's the other word? Complacent.
Complacent.
He's
That's
so
it.
complacent where he's at. You wanna know what the weird part about all this is? Despite all the negativity surrounding us right now, we still find a way to go 9-8, and this fan base will act like everything is fine. And that's the problem.
Yeah,
Another non-losing season. Look at Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin does it again. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
You know what a non-losing season is? Mike Tomlin has the most freaking participation trophies. Participation trophies. That's what they are. They're participation trophies. He's got the most in football history.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Participation trophies.
That might as well be AFC North Division banners. You know, like how teams have division banners for the years they won. That's essentially what the non-losing seasons are for Tomlin. Mike Tomlin pulled a rabbit out his ass. He did it again. No, he didn't. 9-8 is a disappointment this year. As of right now, that's our ceiling.
That is our ceiling.
But that's still a disappointment.
That's a big disappointment. And even then, will we be in the freaking playoffs? Will we make it to the postseason?
We'll be in the hunt
probably,
with that record.
But probably not. I mean, look at the AFC. My God, is it stacked. Holy crap.
Yeah. AFC compared to the NFC.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the case for years now, but you get my point.
How about Darius Rush? No, we like Darius Rush. We like bringing him in. We liked him while looking at him during the draft season, right? But as far as I see, he's gonna be in every game inactive.
Because that's exactly what King was when Gunner wasn't
hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
And then
that's exactly what King was. He was in every game inactive because Gunner was available.
And he's a you think we're gonna play him, a rookie, when we don't even play the rookies we've had under the system for 6 months? I don't see it.
No way.
The only thing that makes sense with cutting Desmond King is they put Pearson in the slot full time. And I mean that, full time. There's no dime or sub packages. Full time.
Yeah. I mean, even Pat Pete, he's even stated himself, he's willing to take lesser snaps just to get JPJ on the field.
Please. Take less snaps. Let's get Elijah Riley out there. Someone with a run support component. A blitz ability.
Yeah.
Someone that's decent in coverage.
Just whatever. I mean, like if Pat Pete, despite his awful play on the field, he knows his role as that veteran piece, as that coach to JPJ, for JPJ to learn. Like Pat Pete still knows his role. That is what his role is primarily. Right. So he knows, and he sees that JPJ is making these plays. He's being pretty much the shining star in the secondary, really.
Right.
And so he understands if I have to take lesser snaps or move wherever just to get JPJ where he needs to be, so be it.
Right.
And that's what needs to happen.
I keep seeing people in the chat bring up Kirby Smart, the Georgia coach. Could you see that happening? Could he make the transition? Very successful with the Bulldogs in the last number of years. Very successful.
Maybe. I mean, the Steelers want to go down that route. They really could.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it.
He's got that familiarity with Pickens.
But he has very minor NFL experience.
Yeah.
Very minor. Very minor.
They could do that, but I mean, they truly need to get somebody with NFL experience, legit, long, and successful NFL experience.
I want someone from someone's a coaching tree that is very successful.
That's just the way to go nowadays.
Exactly.
That is the way to go.
You want someone that's been under the NFL employment and banner for years. Matt Canada was not that. Terrell Austin was that, but failed in every job position he had.
Yeah.
Outside of the secondary coach for us the last couple of years. Which, by the way, I don't know why, but why is Minka playing in the box?
Yeah, that's another thing that we should bring up too.
Minka, because I think it was, what was it, Terrell Austin's last year as our secondary coach. That was the same problem Minka had, is he was playing linebacker. He was stuck in the box all the time. He wasn't getting a lot of turnovers, right?
Yeah.
What did they do last year? They put him in his natural position. He was up there in the NFL leading interceptions.
Yep.
He was impactful. He was making plays. And now they put him back in the box. He's not really making plays. He is capable as a box safety. But it's a matter of the usage that they're using him. Like, why is he put there when that's not his best area?
No.
And they know this. And unfortunately, he has to keep playing that because our linebackers and our defensive line can't stop the run. So unfortunately, Minka, who currently leads the team in tackles, again, has to keep playing in that situation. It's unfortunate. But I don't know why we're not putting him at free safety. We have Neal. We have Casey that can play in the box.
Yeah. Like, that's what I don't get. You can have Minka at free safety. You could have Casey at strong safety. Neal in the box. You could move Pat Pete to the slot. Get JBJ outside. I'd get rid of fucking Wallace. I'd take his ass to Buffalo.
Yeah, trade Wallace to Buffalo. We've been saying that the last 2 weeks.
And if you want, you can go and get a fucking Jalen Johnson. That man's expected to get traded anyway.
Yeah, the trade deadline is what?
Halloween.
How exactly?
Yes. Halloween.
Bro, come on, bro. It's time to play some trick or treat, Con.
They could do that. They could do that. Benefit the secondary. Will they? I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
Probably not.
We know why Minka's playing in the box. It's unfortunate, but
they have other guys that can do it.
Exactly.
Why put your best safety in the box when you brought in guys that can play in the box?
Especially there is no way this coaching staff watches our starting outside corners and trusts them in coverage. So you want to keep that top safety with Minka to protect them, to help them out. So why don't they put him back in his natural position? I question his usage again. It's just like 2021 with him. Makes no sense. So can we get Minka back where he should be used? It might actually help this defense. Might help the corners. We can create
could
more
definitely
plays.
aid the fucking corners, I'll tell you that. They could definitely aid the corners.
So that just came across my mind. It's just something we had to definitely speak upon. I don't know why he's in the box very often, but it's just weird. It's really weird. Makes no sense for this defense. And that's why he leads the team in tackles.
It just goes to show this coaching staff, again, back to the coaching staff, they just don't know what to do.
No.
They have no clue what to do.
No. And again, I don't want to get ahead of myself because this is off-season talk, and we still have 13 more weeks before we can even really start digging into that. But I think this entire coaching staff, especially the coordinators, and I'd even argue the head coach needs a complete wash, a clean sweep, a burning. Burn it all. And bring in guys with a lot of NFL experience. Some younger guys, some hungry guys trying to make a name for themselves in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that too much to ask for?
Yeah, obviously.
Just prepare yourselves, guys. Just get ready.
Yeah, that's all we can say.
Get ready.
That's all we can say when we look into this Rams game is prepare yourselves. That's why we put in the title.
And this is the start of a long road ahead of us.
A long stretch of games.
And if it does end up being a blowout, a massacre in LA, then we better buckle up.
Yeah, we better buckle up. And I hate to say it, but then we're proven right. And I hate being proven right.
Yeah, because listen, we don't come on here and say this shit just for the sake of saying shit.
No, we don't. You think
we don't want to say this shit. We don't want to come off.
You think we want to come on here and go live in front of this camera, in front of you guys, and talk negative about the Steelers, talk negative about a football team?
Yeah, do you think
that's not fun?
Do you think we want to say all this offense sucks, all this defense sucks, this team sucks, fuck Mike Tomlin? We don't want to act that way. We don't want to be that way. Yeah, did you swear jar how many freaking times? We don't want to act that way. We want to be passionate, and we are, but you get my point. We want to be happy. We want this team to be successful. This is what this is. It's tough love. Because we want this team to be successful because we know that this team is capable of being freaking successful.
Yeah.
They are more than capable of being a much better team than what they have showcased.
Right.
But what they're doing, we can't ignore it. We can't sweep it under the rug like Tomlin is with the team. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Roethlisberger is going to be the next Steelers head coach. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not even going to be the next OC.
I don't think he's even interested in coaching. I think he already stated that.
Yeah. He was, apparently, I heard he was offered, and he declined.
If that's the case, then there you go.
Honestly, I'd rather him not. Because I feel like that whole stigma needs to just go. I think fans just need to let him go. That time is past. Let it go. Like, it's just how it comes off. Like when players would call Kenny Pickett Big Ken, obviously a playoff words with Big Ben, and I'm just like, I get it. It doesn't catch, it doesn't catch on. It's just one of those things. Like, I get it. He was a quarterback for how many years? Now it's time to move on.
Move on.
Man, we were been ready to move on with. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
Rooney ain't firing, and we know the reason why, and the reason is not because of no losing seasons. Yeah. Unfortunately. And I don't think any of us here trust Mr. Rooney II in power.
Nope.
And that's all. Because
man,
you know what's a shame? That is literally the first time ever in our ownership that fans feel that way about our ownership.
Yep.
That's fucking disgusting, dude.
Yep.
Swear jar.
It really is.
Damn,
like, it's crazy
we
that
have never
the
doubted
Rooney
our
name,
ownership
the Rooney name has now come down to this, and it's pretty unfortunate.
Wow.
It really is.
Where are we at? Let me see. Aaron Rodgers said that Ben was a rare talent. Rodgers said on Pat McAfee's show that Ben could call plays and do extremely well at it. I don't deny that. I'd just rather Ben just take a couple years away from the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after he becomes a Hall of Famer. Do I think Ben coming into this team would make a drastic or an immediate change? No. I could be wrong, but I don't feel that way. I think we need someone with a lot of coaching years under their belt and go a modern way.
Modern style.
Steelers are about to get embarrassed. It's sad to say, but I really don't believe in this dreadful coaching staff. Says Simon Roth. That's how we feel as well, man. That's how we feel. Just got on the stream. Why start Moore over Jones? Your guess is as good as mine, Nick Gomes. Your guess is as good as mine. Here, this is Tomlin gave you the perfect answer. He has that veteran presence. He has that veteran component to him.
I don't doubt that they look at the tape and they see the difference that is clearly there.
Dude, they can't be.
It's clearly there.
They're not stupid. I mean, they are, but they're not.
They can't be that stupid, but I swear to God, like, they look at the tape and they're like, yeah, but let's not rush them.
Dude, they watch tape every fucking day.
Let's not rush them. Let's go with the veteran aspect of Dan Moore.
That's the problem with Tomlin, bro, is he doesn't want to rush his rookies. Why?
And here's my thing about that. It's like, you don't want to rush rookies, but you gotta know what to fix with a rookie. You know what I mean? You gotta get the guy in there. I'm not saying throw him in the deep end of the pool, but what I'm saying is when you get a rookie involved, when you get him starting in games and playing more snaps and everything like that, when they make a mistake, they'll learn from it right away. They'll learn real quick, especially if they're early selections like Broderick and JPJ and even Keanu Benton. They can learn from that. They can learn from that. That way you know right out the gate exactly what you're working with so that you can fix that right out the gate so you don't have to put that on the back burner. But that's what the Steelers are doing.
Yeah.
They're putting that on the back burner. They're essentially waiting another year to figure out exactly what the problems are when you can do that right here, right now. But we got the veteran aspect. See, if the veterans were playing a little bit better, I could probably understand it, but they're not. They're the worst of the worst at their positions. They're bad.
Yeah.
That's when you got to make a change. That's when you got to make an adjustment to what the Steelers and Tomlin haven't done in a while. That's what they got to do. And make these rookies come in, have them be the next best thing, and prove why they're the next best thing. Simple.
Oh, man, Nick Gomes hit it right on the head. They also started Kendrick Green as a mid-round pick as a rookie.
Yes, they did.
They will start Kendrick fucking Green as a rookie, but refuse to start Broderick Jones and Joey Porter Jr. week after week. Are you kidding me?
Make it make sense. You can't. Yeah, exactly. So
I don't know what else you need to say after that. You hit it right on the head, Nick. Wow. The next OC is already on the staff, and we'll be calling for his job in a year or two, says Nick. Yeah, I agree. That's another Nick.
yeah.
Nick with no last name. But Nick, yeah, Rob stated that last year. He said Mike Sullivan is going to be promoted, our quarterback coach, because that's the common theme since Haley's been gone.
Yep.
If it's not him, it's going to be Glenn Thomas, our assistant OC. Regardless, it's a terrible decision.
A very terrible decision.
Because they both have little luck, little success in that area, in that role.
Yeah.
And it's just the Steelers continuing to fault by going with in-house promotions. Please tell me they don't do that.
And it's always the quarterback coach.
I know.
It's always been, and that hasn't worked.
They work close with the quarterback, which means that's going to go good. That's good relationship. That's good chemistry, right?
That's good shit, pal.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. Even if you were to go with the running backs coach, Eddie Faulkner, is that his name, or the tight ends coach, or Fred Robert, even then, I don't think that's going to work. Mm-mm. Even then, I don't think that's going to work.
No, they are position coaches for a reason, and they don't.
And there's times where certain coaches are just better off as position coaches. Some of them take the next jump, the next leap. Some don't.
Yep.
And you got to find the guy that fits the right resume. You can't just give the guy the job because, hey, he worked with our quarterback. Bullshit.
Nothing is going to change this year. Accept it and move on. Yeah, I mean, all the changes should have been made last year. Yeah, it's apparent the season's a waste.
It's a big waste.
Is Hayward washed?
I don't think he is.
If he isn't, he's going to be soon.
Yeah, Hayward's not going to be here forever.
Older. He's only getting older.
I don't think it's kind of hard to say because, he played one game and he got hurt.
But he's getting older.
He is, and that's the worrisome thing. He could be, but we don't know that yet. Maybe when he comes back. I think I actually seen on Twitter that the earliest he may be able to come back is week 10. So
yeah,
that could be the game. So we'll see what happens.
Lamont Knight says, bro, ever since 2019, I haven't been happy with the Steelers. That's why I go to my other teams, like the Phillies and the Warriors and the Las Vegas Knights. I don't blame you, man. Hopefully they find you greater success. I know the Warriors have. The Knights have because they were an expansion team. They won a couple years back.
Yep.
And the Phillies, aren't they in the...
Yeah, I know Bryce Harper's, making a name for himself, truly.
I mean, well...
But he already was. He already was, but I mean, like now. His name's all over Twitter and everything.
No, 2019 was the last really fun year for me. 2020 was fun, but it was also very stressful. 2019, we all just had no expectations after Ben went down. So it was the last fun year for me. But the bullshit is 2019's offense and this year's offense is no different. No different.
Nope.
No different. Like we said at the beginning when we talked about the Rams and Steelers, the last time the Rams and the Steelers faced off, it's at Heinz Field, 2019, when the defense was legit. That secondary was phenomenal, stacked to the point Cam Sutton was the dime guy. That's how stacked it was.
Mm-hmm.
That defense was legit. And I kept saying to myself during that game, man, when is this defense going to croak? Because they just keep getting depended on over and over and over, drive after drive after drive after drive, because the offense was playing like shit. And it still remained that same way.
Still
but I kept thinking to myself, man, there's only so long till the defense can hold on for. And they kept the pressure coming. That's when that defense was confirmed elite for me. And then we lost a lot of those playmakers in recent years, unfortunately. And now the offense hasn't changed one bit.
Nope.
We limited Cooper Kupp to 0 catches in that game, thanks to Mike Hilton in that secondary. And now I'm thinking Cooper Kupp might go for 200. Definitely 150. I'm taking the over. I might take him and Nacua's over.
Every game that Cooper's been back, he's gone over 100 and like a touchdown or two.
I might take him and Cooper Kupp's over, bro. And maybe even Stafford's passing yards. Because the Rams might not have a true running game. I don't know who their running back's going to be. It may or may not matter. But that means they're just going to rely on the passing game more, which they can succeed with.
Yep, and the veterans are going to get owned by a rookie.
Yeah. 2019 offense at least scored some points in some games. Yeah, they did. Perhaps that was because, I don't know, maybe Mason's stronger arm. 2016 was the last great year, coincidentally, last year of Dan Rooney. You're right.
Yep, when Dan went, I feel like this team went. It just comes off that way.
And 2017 was our true last like that was our fucking year.
I always say 2017 was our best chance.
And it was our best chance, but 2020 was our last chance.
We say that all the time.
And I didn't even have a great feeling about 2020.
No, 2017, we were 13-3. We had that vibe. We had that feeling, win it for Dan.
We had it.
Win it for Rooney.
It all.
Even for Shazier when he went down, win it for Dan and Shazier.
We had it all. One and done.
One and done. In our own stadium. That's a crying shame.
Us releasing King and signing Rush makes me think more of Pat Pete in the slot with more of Porter on the outside. That's the only benefit of the doubt of cutting King. That's it.
That is if we do see it.
I hope so.
If we do see it,
that's
then
the only thing that makes sense.
It has to be. But if we continue to see Pat Pete outside and JPJ limited,
then yeah, what was the point?
Yeah,
but I still hate that we didn't give King a shot.
No, we didn't give him.
We didn't give him no. It was like I honestly feel like it's Brandon Boykin all over again. The only difference is Brandon Boykin at least lasted the entire season on the roster. Where King lines up, I have no idea. Best wishes to him. It's cool to have Rush in, but
no, Rush has upside. He's still got some things to work with.
He's a young cat,
and we do have three rookie cornerbacks on the roster at the moment: Porter, Rush, and Trice.
Yep.
So if you want to look at down the road in the future, maybe if they develop properly, if they stay healthy, maybe they got that size factor, but that is very wishful thinking. At the moment.
Very wishful thinking. Maybe we should have drafted O-line in 2021. I agree.
Yeah. And again, the offensive line coach, Pat Myers.
Oh, yeah. The entire offensive scheme has got to go.
Yeah.
We're going to keep preaching that until it actually happens. Just like this sign, it's going to keep coming up. It's going to stay here until it actually happens.
Not going anywhere.
God, the day... Because he's not being fired. We all know that. The day that whatever reporter, whether it's Brooke Pryor, whether it's Tom Pelissero, whether it's Adam Schefter, whether it's Aaron, whoever it is, all I want to see is Steelers will not bring back Matt Canada as offensive coordinator. The second that is announced and confirmed by a legit source, I'm getting drunk.
We're getting the kazoos and streamers out.
Bro, we're throwing a fucking party.
Might go live for it.
I'm going live for it, absolutely. Bro, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate. Tomlin humbles stars and elevates non-stars. It's all mental. You build confidence with strong, mentally strong young men. And that's why they all want to play for Tomlin.
See, Tomlin's always had that thing, though, exactly. Tomlin's always had that thing where people...
we don't deny his leadership and his motivation.
And I think that reputation of non-losing seasons and how he is as a leader and how he motivates players and everything like that. There's no denying that, and that's why players want to come and play for Mike Tomlin. But as a football coach, as a head coach,
yeah,
I mean,
No,
He doesn't put 2 and 2 together.
No, he's not very successful.
He doesn't put two and two, and it's very evident nowadays.
He's not very successful because he hasn't won anything in years. I'm a ride or die fan, but I hope we lose every game this year because if we have another winning record, nothing will change. Honestly, and that was said by William Hawk. I don't blame you for feeling that way. People may call you a fake fan for that. I don't, because honestly, you're right. We haven't had a losing season since 2003.
So exactly.
As long as we keep stretching out wins, no matter the fashion, no matter the outcome, to the Steelers, to Mike Tomlin, all is right in the world, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, we won. That's it. That's all that matters, right? No.
And it's going to continue to happen if that is the case. So, William, you are correct on that.
I don't blame
The
you for
only
feeling
way
that
change is going to happen is if we continue to lose. We continue to get blown out. Tomlin has his first losing season, or maybe another one at that. I don't know. As long as we continue to keep losing, that's the only way that anything is going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks, because we don't want to lose. We don't want to see this team losing, get blown out, but it's the only way because nothing else is working. You are 100% right, William.
Yep.
And it sucks.
No, I actually, I applaud William for feeling that way.
I wish we had an applause soundbite, but, preach.
Preach. I hope Trice could play at the end of the season. There have been reports he might, but
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors, but I just wait till next preseason.
I wouldn't rush him.
I'd wait till next camp.
I wouldn't rush him. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I just wait till next camp. That's all. They drafted Kendrick Green over Quinn Miners, top 10 guard in the third round in 2021. Yeah, we wanted Miners. We thought we could get him in the second round.
There was more.
He was there.
There was more investment in Miners than it was for Green. When it came to the Steelers,
They sent many scouts to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater to go work with this guy. The O-line coach at the time, I forget his name, Adrian Clem, I think, was doing workouts with this guy. And they still drafted Kendrick Green over him.
The only reason being is because Kendrick Green played during the pandemic year. Yeah, and Miners didn't.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is easily one of Kevin Covert's biggest blunders is, hey, we're going to draft guys who played during the COVID year instead of guys that didn't. Even though Jamar Chase didn't play the COVID year, and look what happened. Rookie of the year.
How many rookies didn't play during the COVID year and they end up having great rookie seasons?
A lot.
Tell you what,
He drafted Najee, he drafted Pat, who are very good, very productive when used properly. Then they drafted Kendrick Green in the third, which is easily one of the biggest blunders, one of the worst draft picks in Steelers history. I'd rank it up there with probably the worst.
Oh, he's up there with Artie Burns, Jarvis Jones. He's up there with, you want to throw Senquez Golson in there since he never played?
Probably, so many.
Yeah. Just a lot, man. Wow. What's his name? Ziggy Hood? Evander Hood, that guy?
Yeah.
It's a lot, man.
Oof. Yeah, that was bad.
Very bad.
Looking back at it, that was a rough little class.
After Najee and Pat, yeah, it dipped.
Especially since they passed on Creed twice.
See, with Najee, the second round, they had their second chance, and they passed on it.
Yeah.
They took Pat, who has showcased when he's healthy, he's dependable in a quality receiving tight end, but they put him as a blocker, which he sucks at blocking.
Yeah,
he was never good at blocking.
That's why I don't understand, dude.
So it's like if you wanted a blocker, you had Creed right there.
Yeah.
You had Creed, especially after we all know this. Pouncey retired. We had no center, no pure center.
Bring back. Oh God. Oh shit. NR88.
What'd he say?
Bring back Heinz Field or fire Matt Canada.
I'll take the sacrifice.
Hey, I still call it Heinz Field, so fire Matt Canada.
Yeah, Matt Canada, man. Like,
hey, Matt Canada.
Go fuck yourself.
Man, he's still here.
Don't forget about Lama Sweet. Lama Sweet was bad.
Lama Sweet, yeah. How could we forget him?
Because we want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you all heard the interview about what Bradshaw said about how he thinks that Tomlin isn't a great coach but a great motivator speaker back in 2016? Yeah.
He calls him a cheerleader, and he's not wrong at that.
That's been brought up pretty much every year. Every year, and it keeps becoming more proven right, especially this year. Yeah, I don't think Parsons played in the COVID year either. And look, I mean, he's...
You might be right on that. Yeah, I mean, forget about
Parsons is tremendous.
Forget about it,
Parsons is tremendous, dude. Freak athlete. Love your channel. Always tune in during work to hear the best commentary. Going into the U.S. infantry soon, so won't be able to watch as much. Keep up the good work. Well, we appreciate it, man. And good luck to you in the future for sure.
Yeah, for sure, William. Thank you. Best of luck to you, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. Trust me, nobody wants to play here under the worst coaching staff in the NFL, maybe in history. Yeah, it seems like that's a new reputation we have, right? Is how many players wanted to play for us, play for this team, play for the ownership, and in some cases, play for the coaching. And now you see how it's panned out in the last couple of years. It stank up the joint. It's really set a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Just a bad taste.
Deion Sanders as head coach? Nah, I'm passing.
I don't think he. I think he said he doesn't even want to be a head coach in the NFL.
No.
He'll coach college, of course. You know, he's doing a solid job in Colorado.
Yeah.
But I don't think he wants to coach in the NFL.
No. Nor should he. I don't think he'd succeed.
Although what I've seen from Sanders thus far as a coach, I mean, he's a very passionate coach.
Oh, yeah. He's always been passionate.
He just cares about the sport and everything, yeah.
You think the Steelers make any moves before the trade deadline? Says Pittsburgh.
That's a good question. Quite honestly,
I could easily say I hope, but obviously we all hope.
Yeah.
So that's the lane.
See, I don't know. Like I don't know if they tried to trade King, but they couldn't find one, so they released it. I don't know if they trade anybody else away. I don't know who you can trade away. Like me and Dan have stated, we trade away Wallace. Buffalo needs him. They could use him.
Yeah, dude. Trade Wallace back to Buffalo. They lost Tre'Davious White the rest of the year.
Yeah.
There's that history. He already knows the system. He knows McDermott. It's an easy trade partner.
Jalen Johnson's been a name tagged along with the Steelers because the Bears are looking to trade him because the Bears don't keep any of their defensive players.
No.
Whatsoever.
But in all honesty, no, I don't think they make moves. I don't. I'd like them to, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
If anything, dude, just play the guys you're not willing to play. Let's do that.
Pretty much.
Ryan says, love your channel, love your show, keep up the great work. Appreciate it, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate all you guys. Almost 130 yens in here, and it's a quarter after 11. It's almost Friday. It's almost Friday morning.
No, it's not. Thursday. You're getting way ahead of yourself, my brother.
Yeah, it's Thursday. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday night. It's going to be Thursday morning.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm way ahead of my. I wish it was Friday.
Listen, I want the week to be done just as much. Believe me.
I wish it was Friday. Work's got me like crazy. I don't know what day's what anymore.
And Dion says Khan has proven he's aggressive, so I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing with him is it's unpredictable.
See, that's like the only positive thing about the team is Omar Khan.
Yeah.
And the moves that he's done.
Yeah, exactly. He's done everything he can to bolster this team this year, and
it just seems like
this is the end result.
It's just a complete waste. Thus far, I've liked what Khan has done.
But I hate to say it seems like this season is already a waste, because I think all of us already agree that we're not winning anything this year.
No, of course not. Hell no. Hell no.
All I wanted this year was competitive football and a playoff victory.
Yeah, growth.
I wanted
show progress, show growth.
I wanted some forward progress. And we're not.
We're going backward. We're going backward like that ref on Monday night. You guys seen that?
That ref who put the ball down. He was so serious running backwards. Fucking hilarious. God. Should I invest in a JPJ jersey? Yes. I think that's a must-have for anyone. Just because it just feels right. Even if you don't get rookie jerseys, it's just when I got one.
It's like I got one too. It's kind of like James Conner kind of feeling, you know.
Yeah, it just
feels right. You know, he's from the area. You know, he went to college near the area and everything like that. You know, he's passionate, just a hell of a player. You know, he's a fan favorite, and you know, JPJ, Peasy's kid. You know, it just feels right.
Yeah, I mean, he was born to be here. Bernie, if this coaching staff ran a daycare center, they would be arrested for child abuse.
Oh my God.
I want to go that far. I say child endangerment.
Yeah. I mean, either one is bad.
Either one is bad.
You be locked up. Throw away the key. Forget about it.
Ain't no daddy daycare over here.
No.
Good Lord.
Nope.
Teams used to fear playing us because we would literally make teams beat us. If they did, they were banged up afterwards. We are now literally clowns, says Chris Melton. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the reputation we. That's what many people don't understand. That's what I feel like. That's what some fans or a section of fans don't understand is that mentality that we used to hold in the locker room, and that that's the reputation we used to hold from teams. Used to fear us.
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady even said it in the little documentary they did with ESPN. The first time he played the Steelers, he was fucking scared.
Yeah.
He was scared of us because of our reputation.
Yeah, if Tom Brady's
We don't
scared,
get that
if
no
Tom
more.
Brady's scared, then everybody else is scared.
We don't get that no more.
Or was scared.
He was
no, we
scared.
don't get
He
that.
was scared and then he owned us for so many years. But
No, but it's the fact of the matter on how he felt
teams used to think
and how he felt the pressure.
yeah, they would see us on the schedule. They'd see our defense. They'd see our team, and they would literally be frightened.
That's a challenge. That's a game that we got to keep an eye on. Nowadays, they just like forget about
Nowadays,
it.
dude, that's our history. That's no longer reputation. That's history.
And that's
in the past.
What the
And that
reputation
sickens
is.
me, bro. That sickens me.
What the Steelers did in the past, back in the day, that's their reputation and was their reputation. And anybody that dons the black and gold, that puts on that logo, puts on that jersey, like they have to understand, they have to know. That is what you have to live up to. It's a big reputation, of course. But there's a reason why you're a part of it, because us fans and even coaches to a degree see that potential that you can live up to.
Exactly.
It's up to you to live up to that reputation. Even the coaches as well. Because our coaching,
There is a high
our
expect-
legacy when it comes to coaching, we already know.
There is a certain expectation when it comes to this football team, but it appears to me like that's come and gone. Like I said, that's not our history. That's not our reputation no more. Darius Rush impressed me at South Carolina, and he was under a lot of pressure for targets. Nobody wanted to throw at Cam Smith, who obviously was the guy opposite of him. So that's a fair point. No, we really like the Darius Rush pickup for sure. It's just a matter of when are we going to play him? Will we play him? We'll see.
Yeah.
I like to see some reps from him because he's another one of those fresh faces that I think the defense could use.
Yeah.
Now, he's been part of a couple practice squads before coming to us, so maybe that's
He was selected by the Colts and then picked up by the Chiefs.
maybe that's the depth in their secondaries or something. But yeah, I like us to give him an opportunity.
Why not?
Our guys aren't doing the job. Give him the opportunity. Let this sink in. Gunner's still on the team. Cannon still the OC. JPJ may not be the starter, and Broderick Jones may not be starting. That's the problem with this team.
Yeah.
That's the problem with this team.
Honestly, the Patrick Peterson contract should have gone to Cam Sutton. He's having a good season with the Lions. I have heard about that. Cam Sutton's like not complete lockdown, but he's very good. He's having a swell year in Detroit.
Yeah. Patrick Peterson's contract should have went to Cam Sutton, and Zach Banner's contract should have went to Mike Hilton. That's why.
And instead of keeping both defensive backs and Sutton and Hilton, we kept one. And Sutton showcased more than enough why we kept him and we signed him.
But we still let him walk.
We still let him walk. He went to Detroit. He walked straight to Detroit.
So we
Got the bag.
We
playing very good, and we got Pat Pete to replace him.
I know why they got him, but yeah, like Danielle says, I'm not really sold on Patrick Peterson either. No, he sucks.
No.
He sucks. A change to the slot might help out. It'll help out only because we'll see JPJ more, but that's it. I don't trust Patrick Peterson as a viable asset on the field anymore. I don't.
No.
Trade TJ for a first rounder and O-line. Trade TJ for a first rounder and an O-line sounds stupid to get rid of TJ, but he's getting old and deserves a Super Bowl. I don't blame you, William, for thinking that. He is 29. He can still play at an elite level for a couple years now.
Yeah.
But as far you know what's the most upsetting stat? TJ Watt has been with this team for 7 years now.
Since 2017.
And has not won one playoff game.
He's going to turn 30 next year, and he has yet to win a playoff game, yeah. That's depressing. That is depressing.
Like, I'm getting more depressed by the second the more I think about it. I swear to God.
Blake Bortles has a more recent playoff win. Baker Mayfield. Wow.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
This is getting, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to cry, bro. I swear to God, I'm about to fucking cry.
Yep. You just want to keep adding to the pile?
No.
Who else is out there?
Let's move on. I'm still pissed over cutting Gentry and keeping Toe Tap or Gunner. Tell me what we couldn't use Gentry. This staff is clueless about personnel placement, says Bernie. I agree. I really agree. And the problem is, like, they know this is another thing that goes in with game film. They watch it every day. I hope so. They watch it. That's their job.
It is their job.
They watch it every day. They see that Pat sucks at blocking. They drafted a blocking tight end for a reason, so Pat doesn't have to worry about it. What do? They keep putting Muth where Darnell should be.
Yep.
Why'd you draft him?
They even having Connor Hayward at tight end and having him try to block.
Why?
Why are you gonna have him? Why are you gonna have Connor Hayward, who we all know isn't the biggest fella, at the line of scrimmage at tight end and try to block him like that? That's not his best trait. You want him to block? Put him at fullback.
Why, dude?
Put him at fullback.
I just saw a thing on Twitter, and don't quote me on this, but JPJ is reportedly expected to play more snaps this week. He better.
I hope to God that's true.
He really better. Go get Jason Kelce for sake. He's never gonna leave the Eagles.
He ain't leaving Philly. This might be his last year, actually.
He can keep playing.
He can keep playing, but you know how much longer does he want to go?
I think him and Kelce are gonna go out together.
You think?
Oh yeah. They do their podcast together, which is very entertaining. They're very close. Mama Kelsey's very popular now. Yeah, they're gonna go out together.
See, because Jason, if he wants to load up here,
He's like 35 and Kelsey's 34.
Kelsey's
Yes, Kelsey is 34 years
Kelsey's that old?
He is the same age as Gronkowski.
he's that old.
Yep.
Bullshit.
No, that is facts.
He don't play like it. He don't act like it. He don't look like it. He's 34.
Holcomb, thoughts on him? He's solid.
Week by week, you see him progressively getting a little bit better. He's still got, he's still kind of out of position in some degree. He's not the coverage linebacker. We all know he wasn't.
He is literally a more athletic Robert Spillane. That's
Exactly. His run defense.
We knew that.
His run defense is his best trait, and he has been getting better at that. And the guy has an eye for the football as well. He's what is it, like 2 or 3 forced fumbles already?
Yeah.
Something like that. So Holcomb's not great, but he's not terrible.
He's not a playmaker.
He's not a playmaker.
He doesn't make a lot of plays.
No.
But he gets involved where the football is at normally. Just don't ask him to do much in space.
No.
What do you think about putting Daniels at center and Moore or Herbig at right guard? I'm not putting Dan Moore anywhere but right tackle. And I've heard they could put Daniels at center.
That's because he has played center back when he was a Bear.
And I think it was Khan who said that Daniels is an emergency option there. And I like Herbig at right guard. That could be the change. If they want to trade Mason Cole, that might be the solution.
They could do that.
At the same time, that also might be putting James Daniels out of position.
But
which has been a failure for the offensive line for years.
For several years, exactly. Do you want to put do you want to continue to move a guy out of position?
I would rather not. Although that might be the better lineup.
You could have Herbig at center. He's played center before.
Herbig has played center, absolutely.
You could put him at center. He's had reps at center.
I always thought he was going to be the hybrid center.
He kind of is to a degree.
No, because he took Kevin Dotson and Kendrick Green's jobs.
Yeah. So
that's why we signed him.
Exactly. So he is that hybrid in the middle of the O-line.
Yeah, in fact, no, I'm keeping Daniels at right guard and I'm putting Herbig at center. If they want to trade away Mason Cole, which I don't think they will. But Mason Cole, man, this has to be his last year, right? Can we agree on that? This has to be Mason Cole's last year. Him and Chucks.
They both of them have taken a big dip. A big dip.
Would you guys want Darius Slay or is he washed? I'm passing because he's another aging corner.
Yeah, and we already have one. We have 2.
We have 2.
Yeah, we do. Actually, you're right.
We have 2.
We have 2.
Did you see the Caleb Williams report? Which one?
Yeah, no. He's talking about the one where Caleb Williams wants partial ownership of the team that selects him.
Come on, is he serious?
That doesn't make any sense.
Is he serious?
What makes him think he deserves that? He should.
What is wrong with these?
No, like Trevor Lawrence doesn't even have freaking.
What is wrong?
Trevor Lawrence doesn't have ownership.
Is that going to be a new thing for the number 1 overall pick? Hey, you get some percentage of ownership for the team that drafted you. What? So what happens if you suck in the NFL and they cut you? You're still getting paid because you're part on what? No.
Yeah, I don't get.
What is wrong with these athletes?
If that report is true, if that report is really true, that's just stupid on Williams' part. I don't get his mind. I don't get where his mind process is.
What's wrong with these athletes? Aren't you just honored to be in the NFL?
And honestly, I don't think Williams should really be worrying about right now because he's coming off the worst performance.
Yeah.
Probably in his college career. He threw like 3 interceptions. They lost big time to Notre Dame.
He's letting it get to his head a little bit. I don't know what's wrong with these athletes. Just be proud you're even being selected in the NFL.
Yeah, I think Caleb needs to slow it down a little bit and work on his craft. Make sure, he doesn't have another performance like that again.
God, dude, what is wrong with these athletes these days? So entitled, I swear. I don't believe that report, but if that's the case, that's just stupid.
William Hawk says right here, that's something Antonio Brown wouldn't even say.
Yo, really? AB is maybe more, yeah, and he's got...
Oh, he's locked up.
Oh, he's like, no, I heard he got bailed out.
Of course he did. I should have known that.
Hold on, I don't know what's
yeah,
true.
$31,000 in child support.
$31,000. He has no excuse. He is rich. Now, he might not be as rich as he used to be, but he's rich.
No, he got money. No, there's no way he don't have money. There's no way. He didn't even play the freaking Albany Empire team. He didn't pay them yet. Man, AB's a mess.
Wait, hold on.
AB's a mess. What?
Oh, shit. According to TMZ, Antonio Brown forks over $15,000 toward child support after the arrest.
Well, where's the other $16,000?
Why, he took a picture of it? Bro.
AB's going to do AB things.
Antonio Brown coughed up $15,000 toward child support payments following his arrest earlier this month, and in a video he posted Tuesday, he seemed bitter about the situation.
What?
I can't say I'm surprised. Brown was locked up on Sunday after he had been accused of ducking payments to his ex, but a short time later, he doled out that $15,000 necessary to get out of jail. And on Tuesday, he shared a video on Instagram showing him singing some Young Jeezy lyrics. Young Jeezy.
Who?
I don't know. Young Jeezy lyrics that seemed to show he was mad at Jackson, the mother of his 15-year-old daughter.
That's your fault, Brown. You didn't pay the woman.
Hold up. Let's see if I can... And I don't want to tell my child that his mom's ain't shit. He built his... Hold on.
What?
Hold on. He built it out while holding what appeared to be a receipt for the child support payment and a large wad of cash. And this ain't me. Oh, no, sorry. This ain't about me. She just a money-hungry bitch. Jackson told TMZ Sports just last week that she was upset with Brown for not paying child support for their daughter, claiming he owed her nearly $31,000. I do want him arrested, she said, because right now he's making a mockery out of the judge, out of everything, because he feels like he's untouchable. Since he was released from jail, Brown has been spotted at a mall on a shopping spree. Damn, bro, that could be going to your 15-year-old daughter, and you're going on a shopping spree?
Talk about where his priorities are at. Wow.
I guess Logan Paul was right.
Whole lot of cash out energy.
Whole lot of money going broke. Wow. I ain't gonna, you know what? No, I don't want to put that into existence.
Then don't.
I'm not going to say it.
I don't even know what you're thinking, but don't.
I'm not going to say it. I'd watch it, but I ain't going to say it. You think AB will ever get in the Steelers Hall of Honor? No.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a better question. Do you think Antonio Brown's going to ever mature? So there's your answer to that question.
Yeah. Brown is never getting into the Steelers Hall of Honor. He's never going to retire a Steeler. At this point, he may never even get into the Hall of Fame.
That's a shame.
And this is his own fault.
And that's a shame because he is truly one of the greatest talents of all time.
One of the most consistent and dominant and uncoverable wide receivers probably ever.
Dude,
at least definitely in the modern era.
He could still be the best today. He could have went down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
He would have taken them Steelers records by a long shot.
Long shot.
But they're still held by Hines Ward.
God, those were fun days, bro. I ain't never seen a wide receiver so consistent. I mean, I grew up on Calvin Johnson and a little bit of Chad Ochocinco and, of course, Larry Fitzgerald, right?
T.O. a little bit.
Andre Johnson. I didn't really get to see, not even the end of Jerry Rice. I didn't even get to see that.
No. Roddy White was in there, too.
Yeah.
You know, he was good. But, I mean, A.B., man, he was something.
Marvin Harrison was great.
Marvin Harrison, too, of course. Reggie Wayne,
yes. So many. Steve Smith, great. But none as consistent as Antonio Brown. I mean, Larry was always dependable. He's easily top 5 all time. T.O., top 3 all time. Incredibly consistent.
Randy Moss, of course.
Randy Moss, bro. He's probably the second best wide receiver of all time. Because no one's passing Jerry.
No, never. Nope.
In my opinion, it's Jerry, Randy Moss.
You said T.O. was top 3.
I said top 5.
You said 3.
3? Did I say 3? Okay.
You said 3 because Larry top 5.
Okay. Yeah. T.O. 3, Larry 4, but I'd argue that they'd switch.
That would be a hell of an argument.
Number 5 can go anywhere. You can literally pick any name out of a hat. I'd argue Steve Largent.
Could go him.
Largent set records in those days. In that era. With no gloves. Largent was different. Give me 3 Hines Ward on my team, and I'm good. Yeah, Hines Ward was great. Calvin Austin, yeah. Calvin Austin's top 10. Or Calvin Austin.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson, yeah. Megatron.
Yeah, Austin ain't there yet. I don't know if he ever will, but...
No. Perfect hit. Hold on.
Yeah, this Vontez perfect hit.
Yeah, perfect hit has nothing to do with Brown's behavior. Yeah, I don't think that. Because, like I said, Ryan Clark in training camp almost got into a brawl with him. There was fighting, and AB was talking to Dick LeBeau, telling him he's the franchise and this and that. I mean, I believe that.
Yeah, because at that
Why
time,
would Ryan Clark lie?
AB, because at that time, AB did get that initial extension.
Yeah.
And Ryan Clark even stated, you pay that man, you're creating a monster.
Yeah. And why would Ryan Clark lie? Because honestly, Ryan Clark has been one of the more consistent and one of the more honest and I suppose the well-respected broadcasters, sports broadcasters in all of sports today.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, Ryan Clark is great in the role.
It's just crazy with the timing, and everything with AB. Like that's when he chose to just say fuck it.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
he unleashed the beast within him, pretty much.
Yeah, it still upsets me. But you know, we've been moved on from that.
Oh,
But to see him in the news like this, it's just like
it's going to continue to happen.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's child support stuff or apartment situations or not paying the Albany Empire team, that even still a thing
He's
nowadays?
only doing it because he has to. Otherwise, if he never got caught, then he still wouldn't have paid that $15K.
Yeah.
So, go get Ben Jones, replace Mason Cole. Is Ben Jones still playing? Is he a free agent? He's also older.
former Titans center.
He's also older. His brains are scrambled.
Yeah, D-Hunt says Chandler Jones is now heading down AB's path.
Yeah, dude, that's bad. Yeah, because he was
He was arrested again for domestic violence.
because
issues or
he
something.
made a video about Hernandez and talking about how McDaniels might have something to do with it, and in the background he was burning something. What was he burning? I forget what he was burning.
May have been a bonfire.
No, it was black smoke.
Was it?
Yeah, and there was reports he was burning something. I think it was was it his ex's stuff that he was burning? Something like that. God, bro. Chandler Jones is done. I don't know what's up with him.
Well, like I stated, recently, it may have been this morning or last night, he got arrested again. Second time in like a month or two. He got arrested again for domestic violence like situation. Here it is.
I hate to say it, but it might go down a very, 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 very bad path that none of us want to say or admit.
No.
That's the biggest fear, man. That is truly the biggest fear. Behavior like that is just too consistent to be happening to a football player or a former football player.
Yep.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, best of luck, for real, though.
Le'Veon Bell wants to fight Burfict in the ring. I'd watch it. I wouldn't pay for it. I'd find an illegal stream, but I'd watch it.
Yeah,
Bell's
Bell's undefeated in boxing. He beat Peterson.
I'd root for Bell. I want to see Bell versus... I'm not going to say it.
Why not?
Because I really don't want to see him in the ring.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Cokehead over there. But yeah.
Next U.S. champion?
No, not him. His brother.
Oh, well, both of them are. Let's be real.
I mean, I respect Logan a little more than Jake, but yeah. Logan's very entertaining. Jake is just a fucking phony.
Yeah.
I can see problems with Pickens. Really hope not, because he's amazing, but he got some anger issues. I don't deny that. I mean, that's been reported since his college days.
Yeah, character issues and everything. If it wasn't the injury, that was apparently another reason why he kind of dropped.
Yeah.
In the draft, but I mean,
I really hope
I can see, he's very passionate, and the type of player that he is and the plays that he's already made. I mean, you can kind of understand why he has that type of mentality. Like, I'm always open, throw me the ball.
Yeah, he did that last year versus the Falcons.
The guy can make plays. I mean, he's already showcased it.
Oh, the guy's amazing.
But at the same time,
the guy's ceiling is an elite talent.
But at the same time, it could hopefully not down the road, but it may get to a point where it's like, cool it down a little bit. It can't always be you. There's no I in.
You're right. But I mean, if it comes down to like Kenny still not playing good, or if it's coaching, then yes, something could steam up real fast.
And it might be bound to happen if it keeps going down the wrong path.
Yeah. Add Tomlin's name to your sign? Fucking bet. Don't think we won't. I told you, man.
See, there's this
blank
patch here.
spot.
Just put Ann Tomlin.
Ann Tomlin.
Boom. Could do that.
See, I might do that. I can do that right now. I got the graphic in the Photoshop thing. I can just add Ann Tomlin. I have to spend another $50, but well worth it, right? I'm gonna put this in my room.
Yep. Yeah, just hang that right on the wall, right there. Just plaster.
Every time we come in here, whether it's to set up or edit or whatever, and we see this, it's just it brings a smile to my face because it's awesome.
No, it's great.
This thing's not going
Great
anywhere.
investment.
I'm hoping DJ brings the offense out of their funk. I hope so. I'm not expecting drastic change with him coming back, but he will have an effect. There's no doubt about that. I think we trade Harris when his contract is up.
I mean, if his contract is up, then he's walking.
I don't see us picking up his 5th-year option. I don't think we should.
At this point, no, I don't think it's going to happen either.
I don't think we should.
Not because of Najee Harris, but the position.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with Najee, the player. It has just everything to do with the position and his age.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that. And
But then again,
that was the harm with drafting him in the first round.
Yeah, and that's something that the Steelers should have strongly considered.
They didn't. They made that very simple.
Yeah.
They had no one else on their mind when it came to that selection. Same thing with the second round. We all know how it turned out, and we're still struggling. Put it in the sky, Gin and Juice. That's their duo name. Sadly, this team could have
Jesus at corner and got a quarterback, and Tomlin wouldn't play him.
No.
Oh, they're not ready.
They're not ready, even though they literally,
Oh, we got quality players at that position already. It'll be one angel on one side and an angel on the other. Yet you got Jesus Christ himself and God and
Yeah.
how's it going now?
I don't know, man. The power of Christ will keep you from the quarterback, brother. No, we're gonna need an exorcism on this team, bro. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Cause I don't know what is taking over this team, but I don't like it. But,
Where we're at, there's not a church too far from here. I could walk down and borrow some holy water if I wanted to. I really could. Just get in a little ball and everything, just throw it at the TV when the Steelers just suck and continue to do bad plays and everything. Shows Matt Canada and everything. Oh my God.
Have some fucking cult ritual.
Get some candles in here and whatnot.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. That's going too far.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked up.
That's going too far. They put Dan Moore back in the lineup if he's healthy. I thought Broderick was doing fine, in my opinion, says James. No, we all thought that. We all agree. Apparently the Steelers don't. I don't know why they would start Dan Moore.
Well, they don't know. No one knows yet.
So how the hell is Project Jones or Dan Moore supposed to prepare?
Talk about unorganized.
It's not like there's a game Sunday. Couldn't have done this during the bye.
You had to buy for a reason.
And frankly, the decision's not that hard to make, Tomlin. It's not that hard to make. Dan Moore has played as much as he could have this year. That's it. Dan Moore is literally the Mitch Trubisky of last year. He's played as long as he could. Now it's time to put the rookie in there.
Exactly. And they didn't hesitate to put Kenny in when Mitch was not playing good.
But they hesitate to put in the guy that can protect Kenny.
Or a guy that can cover.
The guy that literally saved us versus the Ravens.
You didn't hesitate to put Kenny in there. And it doesn't matter if it's a quarterback. It doesn't matter if a player is playing bad at a position. You got to go with the next best thing. You got to go with the freaking guy that you got to replace him.
You got two players, a left tackle that was flawless versus the Ravens in protecting your quarterback. My man has never been more safe on that left side in his career. Versus the Ravens. Then you got the guy that saved us in that game with that interception. Versus the Ravens. I say again. And you don't play them.
No. Two rookies that left a nice impact in the Steelers-Ravens rivalry. Left their mark a little bit.
God. I think we're just gonna end it here before we get riled up again.
Yeah.
Before we go on another rant like we did to start the.
Yeah. We don't want to stretch this thing any more than we probably already have.
Standard's the standard. Absolutely, Knight Rider. Why not start JPJ and see what he can do against Rams receivers? If he doesn't play well, put him easy at that. Yeah, pull him easy. Exactly.
Yeah, just figure out exactly what you're dealing with right out the gate, so you know what to deal with.
You have a big test, and you're gonna
shy away. Live in your fears.
You're going to keep playing the same guys that have been cooked. Oh God.
Yep.
That's God. This game's gonna fucking suck, dude. we're going to be live for the game. As you guys know, we got to get the stream set up, but we're going to be live for the game. It is not 1 o'clock. It is 4:05 Eastern Standard Time is the start time for the game because it's on the West Coast. It's in Los Angeles. Those two components alone are not favorable in Mike Tomlin's history. But nonetheless, we have the Rams this Sunday. Are we going to get a win? Probably not.
I sure as hope to God they do.
But any given Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, the Browns could pull off a win with P.J. Walker at quarterback against the 49ers and give them their first loss. I mean, hey, maybe we have a chance, but it's how they execute. It's how they perform.
No. So after a bye week that led to 0 changes, that has led to zero changes in general from any facet of this team. We have 13 more weeks of what we saw the first half of the season. 13 consecutive weeks. 13 consecutive games of the same garbage we saw the first 5 weeks. So buckle up and prepare yourselves. And we got the Rams to open up the second half of the season. Not good. Not good. Not looking forward to it. In fact, I'm going to say it one more time. I hope I'm proven wrong, man. I'm expecting a blowout. And I really hope I'm wrong in saying that.
Now, going on the road again and preparing for the Rams game, I'm not confident whatsoever.
This is going to get ugly real quick.
And that's how
my fear.
That's just how this team has gotten us to this point.
And that's just, you know, we've seen this time and time and time again. We saw it twice already this year. So again, we hope we're wrong, but we'll see what happens come Sunday. Regardless, man. At the end of the day, here we go, Steelers. Let's get a win. We already know the state of this team. We already know our ceiling for the remainder of the year. So I don't care how you win, just win at this point. Unfortunately, that means that all is right in the world for the Steelers.
Yep.
But
everything will continue to be swept under the rug. Forget about it. You know, we got to win. Nothing to worry about, right?
Like, as a fan, like, I hate to say it, but I want us to lose so necessary changes can be made.
Oh, but how dare you say
but
that,
I don't
man?
want
How dare you
I
say
don't
that?
want the Steelers to lose. But I know that if they keep winning, nothing's going to happen.
Nothing will happen.
That is the double-edged sword I am suffering right now. I don't want them to lose, but I know if they don't lose, nothing's going to change. We're fucked. We're fucked either way. Pick a corner. You're not getting out of either one.
It's like that meme with the 2 buttons and the guy sweating. That's exactly what it is.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So, regardless, we have the Rams this week. Maybe we get a dub. Maybe not. We'll figure it the fuck out. We'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. Just it's a wait and see game.
I don't know. Regardless, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate every last one of you for watching us tonight for the for the Steelers Rams preview and the small little chat talk we had. It's always good to go live and talk to you guys, get some engagement. I think we're gonna try to make this a weekly thing for the game previews, just because it's a little more fun, it's a little more engaging.
It definitely is,
and it just comes off a lot more natural. I just feel like it's better in every asset. So I think we're going to keep doing that week after week after week. So, yeah, look forward to that for sure. Obviously, we'll be live for the game, so hope to see a lot of you guys for game day and sharing our frustrations and maybe some bit of joy for that game. And again, at the end of the day, here we go, Steelers, and maybe we get a dub. Maybe not. We'll find out.
Maybe we go to 4-2.
Maybe. But we're on the road. We got to go to the opposite side of the country.
For a 4:05 game on the Eastern Standard Time, something we're not used to.
Something we're not used to. In fact, all last year, we didn't leave the East Coast. Now we got to go all the way to the West Coast again.
And it won't be the only time either.
It won't be the only time. So here we go, Steelers. Maybe we get a dub. We'll see. Otherwise, appreciate every last one of yins. And I suppose see you in the next one. Here we go, Steelers, man.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace! There we go. Again, appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. Seriously. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. And Thursday Night Football is tomorrow. And
what game is that again?
Jags and Saints. So it could be a decent one.
Is Lawrence supposed to play?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. So we'll see. But it should be an interesting game. But Week 7 kicks off tomorrow night. So it should be a fun little game. And then, hey, maybe we finally get to enjoy some 1 o'clock games over here before our game for 4 o'clock. So we can enjoy a little bit of football before we got to get ready for stressful Steelers football. So think about that. That's a little bit of a bonus for having a 4:05 game. But regardless, we got the Rams this week, so we'll see what happens. Otherwise, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe we'll have some extra content out this week. But otherwise, see you, I suppose, on Sunday for game day.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, man, fire this motherfucker. For the love of God.
Yeet.
I swear to God, dude, I'm just, every week we're going to keep this thing going. And every single week we're just going to add more hair. Just to see how high we can get.
Maybe that'll make him smile.
No, you know what? Maybe we'll add hair. We'll add a layer of hair for every week he doesn't get fired.
Yeah, I think that's better. So we're going to see 13 layers, man.
God.
13 layers.
Maybe 14. Maybe 14.
And maybe.
If we're lucky enough to make the playoffs.
Maybe.
Playoffs? Playoffs? We're lucky to get a first down. We'll see. But honestly, at the end of the day,
Go fuck yourself.
no one likes Matt Canada.
Give them a chance coming, guys. You'll have a good one.
Get him off the screen. I got you. Yeah, no one wants to keep staring at this guy. There we go.